Saturday morning, Universal show. I'm telling you, we're definitely good to go this morning.
Yeah.
Definitely good to go. Nice to see you this morning.
Nice to see you too.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm very good. And you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah?
You know.
Casually checking your nails.
Yeah. They're clean, you know, look. You see?
Wow, you did them this morning?
No, yesterday.
You get a manicure?
No.
Really? Don't lie.
You
Come
think
on.
I
A lot
should?
of men are getting them done at the moment.
No, I don't really do all that stuff.
Really?
No, I
Okay.
think men should still have that little rough edge to them.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll keep this.
Can't do the prettiness.
Okay.
I don't do pretty.
Okay.
Alright?
Yeah, me neither, man.
Okay, who we got in the building this morning?
Izzy Bizu.
Izzy Bizu. I love it. I love that name.
Thank you.
I love it. And you know what? All the time I've been pronouncing it wrong. I've been saying Izzy Blue. I don't know why.
Izzy Blue?
I don't know why.
Am I that sad? No.
So I'll tell you what we like to do, Izzy. Everybody that comes on a Saturday morning, for people that might not be familiar as to who you are, we want you to give them a little insight about your history.
Okay.
How you got into the game.
Okay.
And all that. And, you know, what started off your career. What started off music. Because it's your stage this morning.
Pardon?
It's your stage this morning.
Oh, thank you.
What did you think I said?
I don't know. I thought you said it's your day this morning.
No.
I was like, I feel like I've come out of an AA meeting. I was like, okay, it's my day.
It's your stage this morning.
It's my stage. I heard you wrong.
So you're gonna tell me everything this morning?
I'm going to tell you everything.
All right, break it down
Almost.
this morning. Tell me. Come on, let's go.
Right. So I used to do poetry, and then I put it together with piano, and then I actually went to boarding school, so I used to get so bored, and then I used to just play on the piano on there and literally just like jam, and then I left because it was too academic for me, and I went to theatre school, and then I started thinking I really, really love music, and I started songwriting, and then I found out about my cousin Rachel, who is now my manager. And she ran the I Love Live night, and she said, Izzy, can you just come to the live night and just do little open mics, no big deal. I said, okay, I haven't really done this by myself before. So I was very nervous, and I put it off for about 6 weeks, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. So I did it, and I had a lot of fun. I sung Summertime, and yeah, it went very well. And then after that, Rachel was like, come on, let's do an EP. Let me manage you. And I was like, okay, cool. Let's do it. Let's jam and make an EP.
How many years ago are we talking now? How long are we talking?
I was my late 17, like 18. I was like 17, 18.
Wow, so just like maybe 2 years ago, something like that.
You do the maths, about 4 years. 3 years ago.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So what's that experience been like then, so far? What's your journey been like?
It's been really nice. It's been really up and down because obviously I was always like very uncertain, but I was really happy-go-lucky. I wasn't like expecting anything to happen, and I really loved writing songs.
Yeah.
And then it took off from there. It's just my love for writing and jamming.
When's the turning point when you said to yourself, I really want to take it up seriously? Because like, you know, you found, you know, yourself as an artist, as a musician. When you just, I want to do this seriously. When
I sung Summertime on that stage, and I felt like people related to how I felt at that moment, and I was like, I felt at home on stage, and I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. And
so what was your influences at the time? Because your music's you've got quite an eclectic sound, isn't it? I would say.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of jazz stuff. I loved Erykah Badu, and I loved Amy Winehouse, and listening to her really made me want to write songs. Very conversational. I had a lot to say. So people like that really inspired me, and that's really why I wanted to get into it.
What was it about Amy Winehouse more than just like the songwriting? Is there anything about her as an artist, like, you know, personal life?
She thought like a man, and I love that. She would say things like how it was, but almost from like a male perspective, and a lot of things that women are scared to say, she would say it. And I felt the way, sometimes I used to think the same thing, and then I'd listen to her music and I was like, oh my God, yeah, I get you, like, I get it, like, cool. Like, I'm so glad that there's a woman coming from a man's perspective, so it's like, it's not like we're thinking one way, you know, it could be very like, you know, she's quite controversial in a subtle way.
Do you find live performances quite daunting? Because I know sometimes, you know, like when you're sometimes you can be in a zone and you like songwriting and all that, but to actually project that on stage, sometimes feel like, oh, how was that feeling for you? Yeah.
Oh, all the time, but it's a nice adrenaline. But I tell you what, it's like the first time I ever performed something that I wrote, I was so scared because I was like, I'm like literally handing people my diary on a plate, and I was just like, oh, that's just like, I hope they like what I'm saying, you know. So I was super scared, and but it's really exciting, and I always get nervous, always.
I like your vibe this morning, you know. You're
Thank
just
you.
chilled. We haven't started with you yet, you know.
Okay.
This is just stage one.
Stage one. How many stages have we got?
This is stage one. You're past stage one. I definitely want to say a massive shout out to your manager this morning.
That's not my manager.
Is that your manager? Who's this lady there? That lovely lady there?
That's Mika.
That's Mika. Good morning, Mika.
Morning, Mika.
And
wakey.
And me and John here, we go back a long time.
Yeah, I know.
Good friend of mine. Yeah.
Romance.
Thanks.
Yeah, cute.
So listen, the UK business. I want to talk to you about the UK business right now, the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you feel like you fit into the industry right now, like with your sound and your style? Where are you looking to take it?
I probably don't fit in. I just think that I think I'm still finding my way, and people are still getting to know me, and I think it might take them time to get to know me, because I'm like that. I'm not a first impression sort of person. So and I think maybe I'll fit in probably with people that just like to have a good time, good vibe, and quite chilled people probably, because a lot of the album's quite chilled. It's not like because Give Me Love is quite like really really upbeat, so it's Adam and Eve, but a lot of stuff it's kind of like Diamonds, and it's very like guitar with like stabs, and it's very like so people like sit at home and chilling back and just just chilling. I can imagine them listen to it, sort of thing.
Yeah, because like with the sound nowadays, especially what's dominating radio and the industry, everyone's getting quite grimy, quite dirty. Do you know what I mean? And gritty. Does it ever think to you sometimes, I want to change direction, maybe like to appeal to what's trending at the time? Do you ever feel like that, or you're like, do you know what? I solely want to stick in my lane.
I want to stick in my lane.
Yeah.
Because although I love that stuff, it's like I feel like if I leer off that stuff, people are just not going to believe me. And it's just, I feel like you just got to be honest with the music you do and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully there's room for me too.
Do you find it hard not to compromise your sound?
Not really, because when I'm in the studio, that's the last thing I think about.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about that. And I go into really wholesome studios where it's just really small and it's chilled, and the people I work with not thinking about that either, which really, really helps, because you kind of go off the vibe of other people as well. Yeah. And they're not like, oh, radio and all that stuff. They're just very like, oh yeah, like let's just write a song.
Yeah.
And it's really sweet. It's nice.
Are you bothered by, because nowadays like the music industry has changed so much, because obviously like years ago, you could sell vinyl and CDs and everything's all online now. It's all digital. Are you worried about sales and figures and things like that?
Yeah.
How does that concern you?
I think a lot of artists worry about that. But I'm not too worried, because I think vinyl is coming back. A lot of my friends are buying records.
Really?
Yeah. And
wow.
I am as well. And I started collecting about last year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What have you been buying though? What did you buy?
Marvin Gaye, George Benson.
Yeah.
What's her name? The one who sings do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. What's her name again? I can't remember her name. My mind's just gone blank.
Minnie Riperton?
Minnie Riperton.
Yeah. You see? Because I'm an old foot. I know that.
Yes, you know.
I know that.
Yeah. So yeah.
Minnie Riperton
those
on
guys.
vinyl. Yeah.
So good. Ella Fitzgerald. And then loads of like Latin like bossa nova stuff. Like I love bossa nova. It's amazing. And like, yeah. I think I'm gonna get more today. You got me excited about that.
That's good. I love that, because I mean, obviously, I come from that era, the whole vinyl era. So it's strange that it's actually coming round.
Yeah, it is.
And
coming
people
round.
are gravitating towards it. Do you know what I mean?
Like the older people,
yeah,
are like, oh, I want to get online, and then the younger people are like, oh no, we want the old stuff.
Why is that though?
Because you always want something that you're not used to, and you want to learn something new.
That's
you
true.
Know what I mean?
That's true. And
you want to be hip and cool.
Yeah.
So my dad was like, he's like 74. He was like, oh, I want a radio. And I was like, why would you want a radio? I wanted to buy him like a record player to make him feel like, remember his childhood. And he was like, no, this is what's trending. I was like, not anymore, Dad. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to get you a record. So it's like we completely cross paths that way. It's kind of cool.
And it's funny you should say that, because even like nowadays, when you go to a party,
yeah,
people are more dancing to what we used to dance to
Yes.
back in the 80s and 90s
It's awesome.
than the current music. I find like the current music gets played,
Yeah.
but the older stuff gets a lot more response.
Yeah, man. Funk is back. You know,
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
to the brew house the other day just to check it out because I got a show there, and me and my guitarist was like, let's check it out, man. Let's see what's going on. I literally got there, and it was just like flares, afros, funk music. I was like, this is awesome. Disco, like everyone was grooving out, and I was like, this is it. This is cool. And there's vinyls everywhere. It was perfect.
If you just locked on this morning, the Universal show, we got the lovely Izzy Bizu in the building. Did I say your name right?
I love the way you say it.
Did I say it right?
With a little ba.
Bazoo. Do you like that? It sounds alright, innit?
Yeah, man.
She's got this Beyonce thing going on this morning as well, like a young Beyonce.
Really?
Yeah, I like it. Have you ever had that said to you before?
No.
What
Maybe one guy in Tesco said it to me.
in Tesco? What?
I got my hair did. So yeah, but I was like, when I straighten my hair.
She's got a young Beyonce thing going on this morning. So, your background, where are you from?
I'm from Ethiopia. And England.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Selassie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait, so you're Jamaican?
I'm Jamaican. Why did you think I was Jamaican?
Because Jamaicans love us, and I don't know why. We have a lot of history.
Yeah, but I could be from Barbados or St. Lucia. Why?
No, it's like a Jamaican Ethiopian
'cause we're
skin.
loud,
and there's
innit?
Shashamene in Ethiopia.
There you
Committed to Jamaicans.
Okay.
I made a stop there last year. It was amazing. It was glorious. It was great.
Tell us about your experience in Ethiopia. What was that like? Was that the first time?
No, but it was the first time in a long time. You know that feeling?
Okay.
Like, I went there so much as a kid, and then you grow up and you're like, oh, and lots changed because obviously it's like a third world country, and I went there last year, and it was so much chaos, but a beautiful chaos, so many colours, and you go there, and it's literally like all old cars. Because all the cars from Germany, all the Volkswagens, they get taken to Ethiopia.
Okay.
So it's super cool, although it's a bit polluted. So you're like, can't breathe.
Is it as... Because, like, many times you watch documentaries and all that, and they make out like it's very worn-torn. Ethiopia. What, is that how it is?
There's a bit of everything, like every other country. I feel like they only show the poverty, which is very bad. But there's also, like, there's so many other aspects. And there's, like... For people have so much sympathy for us, but like, literally, one of the happiest people, so happy, like literally happy, like people think they have problems here, and you go over there and they don't have much, and they're just so like they're in such a good vibe, and they're so chilled out and laid back, and it's a very beautiful place.
Problems. Well, speaking of problems, yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, did you manage to go to the carnival a couple of weeks ago?
No, I didn't go. No, I didn't go.
It was an
I'm
experience
boring.
a couple of weeks ago, man. I see some things there that was and I need to bring it up this morning because I was talking to Amika offline.
Yes.
And I was asking her opinion of this, and she was like, I was quite shocked actually, because she looks very elegant. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm putting it out there this morning.
She's a hot girl.
No, she's hot. She's hot.
A spice, just
above my league. I don't really go. That's not my. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
No, she's
she's bowing down to
No,
you.
she's
So maybe I think there might be a chance. Really? Yeah.
No. I know my place. I'm all right.
Okay.
All right. Listen. So I was at Carnival, and I've seen girls sitting on pavements, having a wee in front of people.
Oh dear.
And I wanted to know,
I
like,
was only a Glastonbury thing.
No, I've just never seen it before. Like, everything was on display.
Woo!
It's like. So I asked Mika, would she do that in
and
front
she
of?
said, was she honest?
I thought she was blatantly going to say no because of the
We've all done it, girl. We've all done it, but you got to be in a private place.
Private.
Yeah.
Not in front of people.
She's so frustrated that she's not mic'd up right now. What a joker. There's nothing funnier than watching someone talk when you can't hear them.
Look,
I got your back.
She wants to say something.
I know.
She wants to say something.
You joker.
She says, I don't mind letting all the pizza and everything just show.
Pizza?
What they call it. I'm trying to find a nice word because it's morning time.
Oh.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Good morning,
Oh,
Ian.
no, I can let that show. Hey, how are you? I just saw someone else with you in the studio.
Yeah, there's too many.
Yeah.
Would you do
No,
that?
I would know because I would get like no. It's usually like on a night out, and it'll be like an alleyway, and I'll be with my four of my girlfriends, and we're literally like in a circle. We're like, but we cover ourselves. But I'd never do it in carnival. I wouldn't. I'm a bit too discreet for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to do it in Italy, but there's so many levels in Italy, like on the cobbly like floors. There's people looking over you, don't realise. You're like, oh, damn, didn't know they were there.
Do you know what I think is like the discrimination?
Oh yeah. God.
Like,
how many
if
times have I said I wish I was a boy just because I wanted to pee?
No, but it's wrong because if men go and pee in public, they get arrested. But when it's women, they just leave them.
Yeah, because it's awkward. Because then if a policeman goes up to a woman and says, "Why are you peeing?" She's like, "Why are you looking?"
Jeez.
Well, we got the argument there. Come on. So like you guys get pregnant. You gotta have some leeway.
You win. You
We
win.
win.
All right, back to the music. Music.
Okay.
All right. Have you only done any gigs this summer?
Yes, I have.
Tell us some of your standout gigs this summer.
So Great Escape. That was so much fun.
Where was that?
That was in Brighton.
Okay, how did that go?
It went very well.
Okay.
I had the full band with me and we just jammed like crazy. And people in Brighton are so much fun. It's such a student place. Everyone was messed up. It was in a good way. Not in a bad way. That could have gone very dark. Yeah.
Everyone was messed up.
Yeah, it was messed up. It was messy. It was really good. I like those kind of nights.
And you've been doing a lot of jams on the roof and things like that?
Yeah, we did some, rooftop jams.
Rooftop jams, yeah.
Some scares that it was going to rain, but it didn't. So we did that in our friend's place in Dalston, and then we did some in Crouch End where we used to live. So we did some rooftop stuff there.
Okay.
Yeah, because we like to bring the house outside onto
So
the
you
roof.
love that whole live element. That's what you're
Yeah,
about. You would say you're a
love
live
that.
recording artist. Is that what you'd say?
Yeah, I like doing live performances a lot.
Okay, forthcoming album.
Yes,
When's it coming?
March next year.
Okay, what can we expect?
You can expect a little bit of jazz, a little bit of soul, and there's one track that's a little bit reggae.
Really?
Just one track.
Okay.
Just because one day I was in the mood for that. Yeah.
I notice a lot of people are doing that at the moment. Joss Stone's brought out a single, which is reggae as well.
Ooh,
Have you heard that?
No, I want to listen to it.
You know,
though.
her current single at the moment is a reggae tune. Well, I heard his executive producer is Damian Marley.
Oh, really? Oh my god. Okay,
So
I'm gonna have a jam to that later.
she's gone down a different route. So,
That's awesome. I love artists that do that. Like Paolo Nutini do that as well. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah.
Why did you feel like you needed to have a reggae track on the album?
I didn't feel like I needed one. We were in the studio and we were jamming.
Yeah, just vibing.
And it just came out like that. It's sometimes that just happens. And we didn't even pick a genre. It just came out like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Entitled already? You got a title for it?
Yeah, it's called Fly With Your Eyes Closed.
Say that again?
I probably shouldn't tell you what it's called.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
You told me now.
Okay, it's called Fly With Your Eyes Closed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flies with your eyes closed.
Fly With Your Eyes Closed.
Fly.
I feel like we're doing elocution lessons. My diction is terrible, by the way.
With your eyes closed. What's that about? Explain that.
Flying with your eyes closed. No, it's about. I'm trying to reminisce. Actually, I haven't performed that one in a while. It's about jumping into something without knowing what to expect. Have you ever seen that film? What's that film called? Where they're like jumping onto roofs and they have to prove something. It's called. I hate when my mind goes blank like this. Dauntless.
No.
So basically, there's it's about like a new parallel universe vibes, and it's about people like there'll be like one group and they're like the selfless people, and then there'll be one group and they're like really really tough and they're called Dauntless, and they like literally like jump on buildings and they do like loads of tests but really like high building to another high building, but it's not like Spider-Man where they're clipped in and there's no superpowers, you just have to do it, and then there's one where they have to like jump through a building and it's a hole. And they don't know what's going to be at the bottom, and they don't know if someone's going to catch them or not, and it's a big net at the bottom.
Okay.
And then they jump, and if they do it, they pass the test, and they're in Dauntless, and they get to be that group that run around and do crazy stuff. And it's kind of like that. That's what it's about, just being reckless and not knowing what's going to come out of it.
Love that.
Thank you.
Hot off the press. Fresh information. I love it, man. She's been a great guest, you know.
Aww,
I like your vibe, man.
You've been a great host.
You like it? You like it this morning?
Yeah.
You're going to come back again?
Yeah, I'm going to come back.
Please come back.
Maybe.
Please come back.
You bring me a pizza next time. I'm starving.
How about some cornmeal porridge?
I'm joking. That's me being a diva.
No cornmeal porridge, no?
Oh, I had that every day for 10 years. No, cornmeal porridge is all right.
Cornmeal porridge is all right. Banana porridge is all right
What's
in the
the
morning.
difference between cornmeal porridge and porridge?
Well, porridge is just porridge. Like, what's that? What's it called? Bloody the one.
I know it's
you know the one
with
that's
the
saying
Scottish
this?
guy on it.
Yeah, the Scottish guy. Yeah. What's
Scottish.
it called? I forgot the name.
It's
and then
called
cornmeal porridge. Now, cornmeal porridge is a different porridge because
What? Okay, wait, explain.
because it helps with procreation.
Having babies?
Exactly.
I don't want to have babies. I'm not going to have that. No.
Everything that Jamaicans make, it was with the view in mind.
Baby making food.
Baby making food. Yam and
Okay.
banana, dumpling, everything. With a
Okay.
view for babies. All
I
right?
love the way you say everything. Can you say that one more time, please?
Yam and banana and everything. But listen,
Oh,
introduce your single
you
this morning. Oh,
sucker.
give out your social network this morning, please.
Okay, so check me out on izzybizu.com. You'll find everything and all that jazz. Yeah, so everything's just Izzy Bizu everywhere.
Cool. And do you retweet and all that stuff as well?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna check you on that. Today.
That wasn't very believable, yeah.
I'm gonna check you on that.
I actually
trust
just hold
me.
off not doing that enough, and it's not because I don't love people. It's just because I simply, I'm
You
just,
like who?
I just suck.
Really?
No, not really. But no.
No,
I'm just
seriously.
lazy.
Introduce your single this morning, please.
Hey, I'm Izzy Bizu, and this is Give Me Love.
And do you know what show you're on this morning? You don't, do you? All right, we're gonna go into
That
single
was
this
mean.
morning.
That was really.
She doesn't even
mean.
know what show she's on. Do
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
well-
She's like, what show am I going to next? She don't even care.
I have memory problems.
Thank you, man. You've been a great guest. Wish you all the success, okay?
Thank you.
Peace.